Hey everyone, finally I got some new cameras. I wanted to start off saying, hey, I'm new at this and I hope you like what I have. So before I get started on showing you some really cool new things I have found at a most recent estate sale that I will be listing and are up for sale, and I'll also share with you with some vintage embroidery that I got today, and some papers to show you of some vintage papers that I normally get and then I put into my junk journal kits that I send out. So kind of it came from the same estate sale, so it's kind of like you'll see, just a lot of different vintage papers, and maybe you might find something you might like. You can message me and I will hold it for you or make you a kit, however you like. Main thing is I just love being able to share vintage items that I come across all the time. It's family history, it's history in itself, and it's amazing the things that you guys make as junk journals creators. And I love that you guys share pieces of old and new, and you create something that will be lasting a lifetime instead of being stored in a box in someone's basement. So let's start off with, I made this handy dandy paper because I want everyone to know my shop name and my shop name on Etsy, and then my group page there on Facebook. So I'll just let this stay here for a minute or two. So when you go to my shop on Etsy, that little logo on top is what the Etsy page should look like, the shop name and everything. Just remember, when you type in AmourFabriQues, make sure it's one word. I do not think it's an issue if you have it all lowercase. I'm not sure if it's requesting a capitalization, but just in case, put the capitals in there. If you have any questions or need help, just message me. This should hopefully work. But today I was going to share a few scrapbooks, vintage scrapbooks. I know I'm going to share one from the 1940s, one from a baby book from the 1930s, and need to see the date on the last one. Some really cool old photos that I put into junk journal kits. Some, like I said, vintage embroidery that I come across. Like I'll show you a bundle that I came across today that I cut up for junk journaling. And a huge pile of vintage papers that I randomly throw into kits. Things you can't find every day, definitely from the early 1900s. I think some of them are the later 1800s items. Alright, so I'll put the paper down and put it aside. I hope that helped. So I guess I'll start with a scrapbook. Oh, I can see in the picture. I cut myself because I've been going through papers all day. I'm glad I found a Band-Aid. Okay, so let's go. So first I want to introduce the person who all this stuff pretty much belongs to, who just passed away. I think out of respect it's important so you know. So I found her photo. Her name was Marilyn Lynch, and this is her stuff. She's must have been an amazing woman because she's cut pretty much so many items of her family history. And sometimes it's so sad at estate sales. I see them, you know, pass it on into boxes. It's just hard to see that, but it's amazing some work that she did. A little bit of history about Marilyn. She had became a police officer. I live in Indiana, so was in Gary area near where I live, and this looks like either a high school or college photo of her. All right, so that's Marilyn. Okay, so the first scrapbook I came across, this is her scrapbook from 1941. I am not familiar with what age she was at the time, but look how gorgeous. This is up for sale. This year I was going to list for $25. I know it's very cheap, but I do know it's going to go to a good home. The binding is in amazing condition, and even the tie, if I flip it here, it's still good. The corners look pretty good. It's like a brown leather. Looks like the only wear I see is a little bit on this corner. But there, I'm not sure if the camera shows it, but got a beautiful gold. We got some beautiful green and some blue sky. It looks like somebody on a donkey, and in the front says scrap. Looks like I do see a little something right there. I'm not sure if that would come off or what. But let me share this with you. So like I said, this would be $25 on Etsy. Or message me and I could see if there's another way of either through PayPal or but I'm most likely probably be listing it in Etsy. So message me if you want it before I list it. But this is her, I don't know if it's like school or what, but this one says 1942, but the other ones say 1941 throughout. But this is obviously during the wartime, and look at this beautiful page here. It's like a printout of some sort. I'm not sure. It's just, yeah, like it came from, I can see the page comes up. It's just beautiful in color, definitely vintage. The background leather is really gorgeous too. I don't know if you can see the inside cover. It's just beautiful. Inside looks like came this little fabric thing. I'm not sure. Maybe someone could help me with this, what this means. But it looks like someone colored or dyed it edges, but it was sewn. It was handmade. I'm not sure if this is a bandana or a sleeve bandana of some sort about the war, but it's in the book, and I was going to keep it in the book. So this little Marilyn had made a bunch of different arts. And I'll go through this. Pages are all really nice still. I don't know if you can see this. Then we got some cards. Looks like here she made a homemade Christmas card here. It's almost like the window. You could kind of see through window. Made a homemade Christmas card. Looks like 1941. This cute little Indian card. It's a birthday greeting of some sort. So cute. That is cute. Dee Dee at the sea. Dee Dee deep at the sea. That's cute. Okay, let's move along. So like I said, every page is gorgeous. I mean, it's hard to see if I'm showing you everything. So here's different art that she did. Definitely wartime, because she did a lot of like military type pages. Mexico, I'm not sure if she went there, but look at that cute little doggy article. Yep, some more wartime. Looks like she did drawings of military planes. And on it, it says British Fighter and Spirit Fire, 1941. Looks like here this is different drawings, different articles. More military. Join now. Don't let the sun set. Join now. It's amazing the mind of a child of that era. I'm sure they get a lot of this. An Indian of some sort. Some more child art. Marilyn Leach. Looks like this is watercolors of some sort. Really gorgeous. Okay, so we got more Christmas cards. Looks like some pieces are missing, I'm not sure. Some more art. This one here, it says Germany Navy. Somebody blabbed, and it's a skeleton. Something U.S. Something to the night. Navy Air. I don't know. Something wartime. Old Crown Beer. Wow. I wonder how old this child was. Oh, that's funny. Somebody liked doing art. She wasn't a Girl Scout. I know I did have like different Girl Scout things. So she has Girl Scout things here. Also in this book, I was going to add to it. I'll show at the end. These little patches. Alright, so looks like I got some here. It says, to Daddy on Father's Day. And she made this cute little card. No, it must be her dad. Another photo. Old photos. Greetings, Christmas. Looks like a couple more pieces missing. This is really cute. It's like an old vintage piece of fabric with a little button. I'm not sure if it's a certain dress of some sort. This one here says, to Mother, home sweet home, you work hard and slave and dust and wash, and I love you so. If you turn, you will find I'm wishing happy birthday. That is cute. This is some kind of train article of some sort. I think her dad worked for the railroad. I do see some railroad photos in there. We got some letters. Let's see here. Turn this. I'm new at this, so I'm trying. This here is some kind of letter that comes out. It says, the Brownies of Troop 36 invite you to a tea on May 9th, 1941. And looks like some kind of pressed paper or flower. So cute. I'm not sure if this is photos of that or what, but they were in there. This paper's back in there. This here says, accidents help the Axis, don't stop the war industry with accidents. I don't know if you can see that. She must be copying pictures or articles. It says America. It's like a flag. She has the pictures of puppy dogs. I wonder if she had a puppy dog. That's her puppy dog. Some more art. I'm not sure what that's for. But she must like doing dots of some sort. This here says intend. Looks like Marilyn Leach class 8. I am not sure what that is, but it looks like she was trying to copy his photo in art. More puppy dogs. It says, think of your safety. I'm not sure, but it looks like the dog's crying. All right, some more watercolors. Looks like she has a map of the Atlantic Ocean. And then this one here says, from US to Japan, let's get in this, not sure what the last word was, but looks like she copied some more art. Alright, some more watercolors. And then the last page looks like, I'm not sure, like a card. Happy birthday, tulips to, I'm not sure here. Looks like some art at the back. Alright, like I said, this book here, it's going to list it for $25. But it's absolutely gorgeous, and I don't want to forget, I'm going to flip this over so then I can show you also the patches that came in with this. Came with this really cool wings. Rosy flower. I'm not sure if this is Girl Scouts or what. I think, I'm not sure what that is. 36. And Gary, that is where she's from. Gary, Indiana. So, there's that. That aside, if anyone is interested, let me know. Okay, so here's the baby book. Isn't that gorgeous? Spine looks good. It looks like it measures. Let's see here. It's 9.5 by 12.5. And 1931 baby book. And the front page is first medical examination. It's this paper, which is really cute. And I'll go really close so you can kind of see his eyes, ears, nose. I think that would look really good in a junk journal somehow, some way. There's the date. book the best I can. This is our baby's first years. This book, I noticed that the beginning of the book was done, and then there's a lot of empty pages at the end that might be used for another book, or somebody just likes to keep the book as is. It's just gorgeous. 1928 copyright. It's got this beautiful peachy pink cover. Alright, I think this is the baby. Everything that's in this book is included in the book. This here is birth certificate announcement. I think this is it here. Comes this little, I don't know if you can see the paper. It's got like swirls and stuff on it. Peggy Jean Pierce. I don't know if this is in here. It says something about high school. Well, I'm going to keep it in there. Alright, so there's some writing in the first pages, but the pages are gorgeous. Even if someone wanted just to cut out, it's just gorgeous. This here is release, 19/10/4 of 32. Some release paper that folds in half. Okay. This beautiful lullaby music. Oops. This one here is something, sediments of the months, January, February, March, April, about horoscopes. More records. Like I said, it's like fairly empty, but it's got some things in here. I know I did see arrivals and stuff. Look at this page. Holiday page. Isn't that totally cute? I wonder if I skipped the page with the hair. Hope I didn't. Oh, here it is. This is the teeth guide, but in here is the actual, I don't see a whole lot either. This must be obviously not the first child, because a lot of families, the first child's book is usually filled, but I got the hair. It looks like first haircut or something. I'm not sure if anyone wants that, but it's in there. But the pages, there's a lot of really cute. So I'll flip through here, see what else we can find. Born to Mr. and Mrs. Herbert Leach. A little girl, Methodist Hospital yesterday. That must be Maryland. I'm not sure. Came with a bunch of same stuff, but isn't that adorable? I think I might have to do a second photo. I'm only on the second scrapbook, and I haven't even got to the papers yet. Photographs. Like I said, look at all these really beautiful pages that are just pretty much empty, not even written on. It's a very old book. Let's see if there's anything else I'm missing. Some more birthday pages. Pretty much school days. And on the back, let's see here. Empty page. Suggestions to the months. Yeah, So that is that book. If anyone's interested. And let's see here. This one's gorgeous too. It's another album. Looks like the binding is also very good. And here, this one opens up to this. I just love this paper. Just this paper. I don't know if you could get it off or cut it off. It's just beautiful. And what it says is amazing. So I'm just gonna let it stay there for a minute so you could kind of have a chance to read it, but I thought it was beautiful. Okay, so it starts off with this little envelope with the, let's see here, it says, an evening to remember. Looks like she kept her newspaper articles. Some more art. Ooh, this here is a letter that comes out. Says, looks like, I wonder if there's a date. It's kind of hard to read. Oh, looks like tuition. $4,000 and something cents for tuition. Maybe your high school album. This looks like some kind of guide. Some more articles. Looks like BPW National Week. Here's an old telegram. Looks like 1945. This pops out and down. Which way? Oops, Union. There you go. Opposite direction. Union telegram. And it says, will arrive Friday, meet you at the Y, late afternoon or early evening. Wait for me. Eve. And this looks like here, Young Men's Christian Association. I'm not sure what that is. Here is When Times Go Wrong. Alright, looks like here's more. Ooh, another Western Union. A receipt of some sort, some old cards. Oh, that's pretty. What does that come out and say? Oh, that's like a letter that comes out of a pocket of roses. Oh, how cute. What does that say? That'd be cute for Valentine's Day. Some guy. Some letter. Alright, get that back in there. I'm not sure if that was a date. You intoxicate me. It must be a date. Maybe that's what the telegram's about. Thank you letters. Again, this one's for $25 as well. Try to keep them pretty reasonable. Pictures. Like some old pictures of animals and family. Some more old photos. Like I said, everything in here is what goes with the book. This here is police department. Must be a meet. Some more cards. Oh, that kind of bent. More photos. Articles and letters. Oh, this is cute. This here is of some snowmen, some sort. From some greenhouse florist. She must have got some flowers or something. I could get that back in there. It's like some kind of tag. Okay, papers. I'm not sure what these are, but they're in the back. Your guess is better than mine, but that was all part of the book. Again, let me know if you're interested. Well, I think I'm going to stop it there, And I have a bunch of old papers in the same bundle of things. Ooh, I already know someone who's gonna like this. I'm sure Kristen, my oh, you love this girl, Shirley Temple. So it looks like it's a tag of some sort. And we'll go over, I'm not sure what it says, 1935. And I imagine you could put a piece of ribbon or something coming as a pull out or something. But anyways, I have a bunch of papers to go through. And it came in a bundle today. And then I have a bunch of photos that I will put in junk journaling. Lots of old, really good photos on the cardboards and everything. Ooh, this one's my favorite. A quick peek before I do the next video. And then some old yearbook and sneak peek into some embroidery and stuff that I have gotten today. This is today's embroidery stash. And I'll show you the pieces on the next video. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye.